Oh, it's music. Yo. I dig it. Alright. Victim is Nagito Kamaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, but there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. Well, that makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then, let's start with the area surrounding Nagato's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagato's body. Never thought I'd have to investigate Nagato's body. The fanfic writers, they must be having a field day with that word in. They probably didn't expect to end up like this. Okay. Never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Is it? He probably didn't expect that he'd get what he finally get what he deserves. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Okay. Now I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Alright, start with the body, I guess. Spear? Spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagato's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? The cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew!
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy, and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
It was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! Ooh. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. About the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir. Alright. Sure. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie Nagito up, but they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? And if you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Wow. Even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito,
Damn it!
refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds added to the truth bullets section. Fun. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth was covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry. Excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me, and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Ah! And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. That's tampering with a crime scene. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, man, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey!
About the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles. It was like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagato was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? Means Nagato's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Oh, fun. Burned rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. Oh, it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand,
it cannot be.
and then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? Distance. Not getting covered in blood? No, wait, that doesn't make sense if they got up all nice and close and personal with a knife. It's not like anyone carries around a change of clothes, so surely there would be blood splatter on somebody. Oh, okay. They had a reason to use the spear, huh? There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered? Interestingly, it goes around the outline of his hand. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... There's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
here there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See?
See, it's just as I said. It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagato's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Hey! No response! He's dead, Jim! Just kidding! I'm not dead! Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Hey! Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading. What the heck? What are you calling oversized garbage? Must be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed. And going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagato's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil!
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you'd better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose!
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Wait, what? But what now? Oh, looks like those two annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Would the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Chiaki, you got anything to say? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. It's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well?
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
See?
Do you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that Blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood. There's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Okay.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. Lighter? Oh yeah, look at that, it's a little clicky lighter thing. That's interesting. It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Huh, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. What's a fire to destroy evidence? It's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Okay. What else? Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Yeah, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. There's something I'm missing? Oh, no, no! Do you have anything to say?
Like...
Well, I'm not freaking out about like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously
This rotten
wrong.
school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey!
What do you mean, something?
Shut up! Shut
He's
up!
making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. What's weird is it's not letting me... highlight anything else? No, that's just the fire grenades again. Do I have to talk to everyone? It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It's clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. It was at noon. It was at noon. What were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's
time.
It's 12:30 p.m. Time to shit. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagato died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently. He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around that time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagato's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, but they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi from before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagato. There should have been another reason as well. Ooh, connecting to chat. Did we get disconnected? Did Strem die? No stream is live? Okay, just Twitch being weird then. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him up with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? I think I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall... It should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, we're really going through the... We could have just picked it up from here. We could have picked this flashback up from, like, here. Could it be? Was that it? Oh, was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly. They were making a,
So...
path for themselves. Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? Maybe... It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Okay. Copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. Huh. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about the fact... I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb... Oh, because I'm using her voice. I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagato set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Why did you know that the bombs were a fake? Well... That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, Why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Oh my!
It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It's a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch! Excuse you? Sonia?
I am sorry!
I'm terribly sorry. I was panicking.
Um...
I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagato planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And thus, I suspected the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagato brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
I didn't even notice Monami in the corner there.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagato took them. And that is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagato blew up the hotel lobby. Oh, one of my favorite scenes again. Yay. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagato's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb, to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagato's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is, his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything. Sorry, I think my eyes shuttered for a second.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Okay. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Mizumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
Where is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
Ah.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Oh. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then, it's okay if we leave this place? Well, it's okay. Ooh. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. We don't sacrifice that person. No one can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. What am I meant to be looking for in here? Just you? I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it's as all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see. I see.
Alright.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just telling you now for the first time. Woo! I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Maybe we did it in the first game. Woo! Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. He's saying it's nothing to do with the military base, but I think we should go to the military base. Huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Ah! Well, found it. Huh? What did you find? Huh? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagato's right hand.
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right!
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. Not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey!
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. Easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
Did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No. Never mind, he said as much in his video message.
So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there were enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them.
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions.
Maybe...
It appears the killer obtained the knife they used here.
All right!
Which means the killer is someone who... yeah, okay. Same dialogue. Um...